Hey there everyone! So there's been some stuff in the news recently about people being attacked with abusive tweets. Most of the media outlets reporting on this have labelled the attackers as trolls. Wait, what? I'm sorry, but that's not my idea of a troll. To me, a troll is an online prankster who lures people into falling for their tricks. The name troll doesn't come from the ugly fairy tale creature. Instead, it comes from the verb to troll, one of the meanings of which is to fish by drawing bait along in the water. The goal of the troll is to trick someone, usually to make them silly or just wind them up. They leave comments on YouTube like, "Oh, this cat is so adorable," on a video of a dog just to see how many people angrily correct them. They set up ways to expose people's bad behaviour. They answer Yahoo questions with answers that are obviously and hilariously false. They can turn into that one friend who always takes a prank too far and do things like trick people into going to a website which has viruses. Seriously, don't be that person. But most of the time, they're pretty harmless. The people that they're talking about in the news right now are not trolls. These arseholes are one of two things. Idiots who think that trolling is just saying rude crap to people online or just saying any old crap until they get a reaction. Trolls aren't just people who go around the internet looking for fights. People who write things with real malice and often use the internet to shout at people to make themselves feel better. When you get caught being an arsehole, don't try and claim to be part of the first group by going, "Oh no, I didn't actually mean it when I said I was going to wait outside their house and rape them. I was trolling, it was just a joke." No. Stop trying to redefine the word trolling just so you can get away with being an arsehole, and I'm not coming to your next comedy gig because your jokes suck. Targeting weak, vulnerable or oppressed people for a laugh? That's not trolling, that's bullying. Threatening someone online with death, rape or any other kind of violence without any hint of sarcasm or anything? That's not trolling, that's a threat. Also, some internet users really need to learn the difference between free speech and hate speech. What these people are perfect examples of the online disinhibition effect and the greater internet fuckwad theory. They act the way they do because they see the internet as a separate thing to normal society, mainly because there aren't really any consequences for bad behaviour. The most common thing that happens to them is they just get ignored, and that's hardly a deterrent. In fact, it often just causes them to shout louder the next time they do it. Blocking them is useful, but often they find ways around it. A new username or a computer with a different IP address. The internet is somewhere where people can let out their dark side. People who would never dream of doing so offline for fear of actually being punished for it. So, I have a suggestion for the decent people of the internet on how to deal with these arseholes. Become the consequences. If someone is being an arsehole, call them out on it, or rally behind someone else that has already done so. Sometimes they shut up immediately, and sometimes they don't. Just don't think you're immediately gonna change their mind on anything. Don't become blindly angry with them, as that's often what they actually want. Just expose the absurdity of their arguments or behaviour. This way you will undermine them, and their words and actions will have far less power. Also, laugh at them. They desperately want their words to be taken seriously, and if you mock their insults, laugh at their spelling, and generally imply that they're a total loser for acting like an internet tough guy, it will really piss them off. They do this kind of stuff to feel powerful, so if you belittle what they do, they will really hate it. If you do end up in a discussion with them, just know when you need to walk away. Walk away at the perfect moment and it will really annoy them. But honestly, the best and most satisfying way to deal with them? Troll them and show them how it's really done. If we encourage it and companies create enough deterrents for antisocial online behaviour, the nicer societal rules, such as ones where you have to be civil to each other, will also apply online. Just like it is already in a lot of online communities. In the meantime, can we please stop referring to people who send death threats as trolls? A rose by any other name would still smell as sweet, and an arsehole is an arsehole whether they're being rude to someone's face or via Twitter. And one final thing. Don't tell people that they shouldn't get worked up over people being threatened and verbally abused en masse by idiots online. Especially when the reasons for this are just tweaking a game or campaigning to get Jane Austen on a £10 note. Don't for 1 second go, oh, but this is the internet, what do they expect? The internet is what people make of it, and we can definitely make it a nicer place to be.